Hej, zanim przejdziemy do głównych wątków w tej grze, oddamy najpierw gargulki naszej
I hope you've had
Zenobii.
more luck than I did tracking down my gobstones.
Hello, Zenobia. I've found all of your gobstones.
Really? I didn't think it was possible. However did you do it?
Common sense and basic magic.
Well, may I have my gobstones back?
Of course. They are yours after all.
Oh, how wonderful. I shall dedicate all of my future victories to you. Speaking of which, now that I have all my gobstones back, I wonder if anyone in the common room would be up for a game.
I'm sure they'd be willing to play after the trouble spent getting them back. It's a fine idea.
Isn't it? Oh, we'll have so much fun together, laughing as all the losers get sprayed, which won't include me. Very well, off I go. Wish me luck.
Następnym zadaniem, które wykonamy w tym odcinku, jest od Madame Kogawy.
How did you get on with those tasks?
Droga Madame Kogawo, piszę w związku z decyzją profesora Blacka o odwołaniu rozgrywek Quidditcha. Tak, jak pani wie, moim największym marzeniem jest dołączyć do profesjonalnej drużyny Quidditcha, a to zaprzepaści moje szanse. A w każdym razie znacznie je zmniejszy. Profesor Weasley nalega, że w tej sprawie muszę zwrócić się do dyrektora, a tymczasem zachęca do treningów indywidualnych. Wymyśliłam dla siebie wymagające ćwiczenia indywidualne, ale trening na boisku to co innego, nie do zastąpienia. Czy mogłabym prosić, żeby porozmawiała pani z dyrektorem profesor Weasley? Jeśli zmarnuję cały ten rok, moje życie legnie w gruzach. Dziękuję, pani profesor. Imelda Reyes. Mamy kolejny drugi list. Droga Madame Kogawa, to wspaniałe wieści, że dołączy pani do naszego geniuszu w Hogwarcie jako nowa instruktorka latania. Zaryzykuję stwierdzenie, iż praca w Hogwarcie będzie przebiegać mniej intensywnie niż nasza przygoda przy porcie Yokohama, ale nigdy nie wiadomo. Nie mogę się doczekać spotkania, tymczasem jeśli ma pani jakieś pytania, proszę się nie wahać i wysłać słowem. Ciepło pozdrawiam, Matilda Weasley.
Revelio.
Czy coś tutaj jeszcze mamy? Mamy skrzyneczkę. Coś, czego nie otworzymy.
Madam Kogawa, I completed the list of tasks you assigned.
Wonderful. I trust you became more familiar with your broom through the process?
Yes, Professor.
That's good to hear. Keep it up, and perhaps one day you'll have a spot on the Quidditch team. If Black ever permits Quidditch again. Well, with those tasks out of the way, let us get started. Glacius. Pay attention to your wand work.
Mamy kolejne zaklęcie.
Well done. I'd recommend that you practice your new spell here in my office before taking it out into the world.
Glaciusz, które to będzie pewnie to.
There you go. Catching on quickly.
Teraz nauczymy się słynnego zaklęcia z pierwszej części filmu Harry'ego Pottera.
Wonderful to see you again. I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort.
EVQE. Coraz więcej tych klawiszy do nauczenia się.
Well done! Feel free. Wingardium Leviosa. You're a natural.
Professor Garlick, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
I was wondering, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never cared, really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a Wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvelous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor?
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
What a string of bad luck.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
I'm glad everything worked out as it did, and that you're the herbology professor now.
Very kind of you to say. I do love these gardens and helping my students grow. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your Wigan trees. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa.
Have you finished your assignments?
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you... I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready. Focus. Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention.
Mamy to.
Very good. It seems you It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instruction.
Fajne to wyglądowo. Ale wróćmy do standardowego zestawu.
Nice to see you, my young friend.
Tymczasem zabieramy się już za przygody z fabułą. Czyli mamy najpierw pierwszą próbę w wieży.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well...
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival. Quickly now.
Wczytałem jeszcze raz grę na nowo, ponieważ zapomniałem, pod którym przyciskiem był Petrificus Totalus.
Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalus.
Okej, trzeba być blisko.
There must be something here. Ranrock said so. There must be something here. Ranrock said so.
Dziwne, że nikt nic nie podejrzewa, co tu się dzieje.
What was that? I feel as though I'm not alone. Hello? What's that? Who's there?
Your blood's on Ranrock's hands. Revelio.
Czyli poszło gładko.
Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
I will draw blood. Let's get it. Easily rather unwise. Are you wasting it? There you are. Was that your best? Not quite. I've been fighting since before you were. Pity, not quite.
They have known about this place.
Chwilę nie grałem i troszkę się zapomniało, jak tutaj się walczyło. Ale
Can't imagine the goblins know about the trials.
pokonani.
Something is significant about this place, though. Revelio.
Tam jest jakaś jaskinia, to na razie nie.
It's more than mere coincidence that we encountered Ranrock's loyalists here. Revelio.
Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked.
Naucz nas tego.
An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
Someone was an avid reader. Can't say I'm familiar with many of these titles. Revelio. I wonder who this is.
With robes like that, it could be anyone.
Powiedziałbym, że wygląda jak Gandalf. Ale to nie te uniwersum.
Shouldn't be surprised to have found a map chamber under the castle. Merlin knows what else is hidden here. I imagine these brooms have been enchanted for centuries. Never seen an enchantment last this long.
Welcome to San Bakar's Tower.
Hello, Professor. Did you say San Bakar's Tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Commanded to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber. Revelio. A reservoir of ancient magic. Downstairs, near the entry.
O, tutaj coś jeszcze mamy. Herbatka. Osobnik starożytnej magii przy wejściu. Mamy. Okej, przeszliśmy dalej. Pierwsza próba.
I've seen this before, in Gringotts and the restricted section. Revelio.
Mamy wszystko zapamiętywać, ale póki co wszystko poniszczymy. Wszystko się naprawia samo. Tu zapewne będzie przejście. Pójdziemy na dół.
Impressive. That must have done something. Best have a look around.
Skrzynia. Kolejna skrzynia. Strój nocny śniącego. Z kotykiem mi się kojarzy. Wow. A to taka schodowa winna. Myślałem, że tam coś będzie ukryte. Ale nie. Tu mamy skrzynię. Okej, nic więcej tutaj nie widzę, więc...
More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different.
Portal się otworzył. Czy tutaj coś będzie ciekawego do znalezienia? Chyba nie.
These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time.
Jeden strzał. Jest. Zrobione. Najpiękniej nie było, ale fajnie się walczyło.
These look familiar.
Tu są schody, w razie jakbyśmy spadli. Gra nas tam pokierować. Ale ja bym chciał tam skrzynię.
Was it Accio I used before?
Może te pulso? To jest to. Może incendio? Też nie.
That platform looks like it ought to get me where I need to go. Lumos. Accio.
Jeszcze raz tutaj.
I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic. Where?
No nic. Może jak to zrobimy, to coś się zmieni. A jednak to trzeba było zrobić. Jedną skrzynię mamy. O nie, pełne wyposażenie. Nic, to zniszczymy.
Burst of magic do? Perhaps I should examine things from both sides of the archway.
Co się stanie, jak przejdziemy? Usunę od razu może więcej tych przedmiotów. Tu mamy niezidentyfikowane. To zniszczymy, to zniszczymy i to zniszczymy. Tu mamy coś lepszego. Tylko zmienimy wygląd. Peleryna i zmienimy na to. Nie, na to mieliśmy. Z tym chodziliśmy. I tutaj też nas zmieniło. Na razie jest tak. Jak już jesteśmy tutaj, to mamy coś lepszego. Myślę, że 6 slotów nam wystarczy.
The room changes when I move in and out of the archway.
To nas z powrotem tu pokieruje. No tutaj wyjdziemy po prostu po drugiej stronie, więc idziemy dalej.
More statues.
Jest dobrze, coraz lepiej. Ale skoro tu jest tyle walki, to jeszcze wrócimy do wyposażenia. Aha, tutaj dostaliśmy do zidentyfikowania, czyli tego nie podmienimy. Tu też mamy do zidentyfikowania, a tak to nie mamy tutaj nic lepszego. I jeszcze mamy odzienie do sprawdzenia. OK. Punkt talentu, ale to już nie będę przeciągał nagrania niepotrzebnie i na koniec odcinka to zrobimy. Czyli tutaj też coś jest. Jakaś walka pewnie będzie. Raz tutaj nas prosi, żeby tam iść. A tu też były schody. Dobra, przyciągamy. Podejrzewam, że musimy przejść.
Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides.
Tak, musieliśmy tak sprawdzić. Teraz przyciągniemy to. Tak, jeszcze bliżej. To bijemy do tego i zabierzemy skrzynię.
What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway?
Something must be different.
Teraz wejdziemy na górę i będziemy mogli tam przejść dalej. Mam nadzieję, że nic nie przegapiłem.
I'll never get used to these floors. Revelio.
A, to ta schodowa winda. Co my tutaj mamy? Tu zrobimy tak. Tak. Ładnie, dynamicznie mi się wydaje, że to poszło. Więcej walk. Łatwiej się nauczyć porządnie tutaj walczyć. Okej, musimy iść tutaj. Okej. Dobra. Musimy chyba postawić platformę tam. Raczej nie doskoczymy, więc...
Now to see what's changed on each side of this archway.
Takie to zagadki nam dają.
Things are definitely different on either side of the archway. But how?
To wiem.
On the other. That ought to work.
Chcę zobaczyć, co jest tutaj na platformie poniżej. O! I oto tyle zachodu.
What if I stood on one platform and used Accio on the other? That ought to work.
No nic, lecimy dalej z fabułą. A nie wróżą dobrze te eliksiry. Tu jeszcze kolejnych 5. Wygląda jak jakaś arena. Teraz jeszcze boss. O, wow. Moment, bo tutaj Wigertum Leviosa nam się nie przyda. To nam może się przydać. Incendio jest słabe. A może Glacius. Nie wiem, czy ja się przylepiłem jakimś autosterowaniem na tego potwora, czy... Ta gra tak ma.
What a relief. Revelio.
Między odcinkami zobaczę, czy nie ma jakiegoś przypadkiem autocelowania. Bo mało co nie popsułoby mi to gry, a zapewne zużyłbym dużo mniej tych eliksirów na życie. Zanim myśl od siewnia, to weźmiemy skrzynię. I chyba nic więcej tutaj nie będzie w tym pomieszczeniu.
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago. But the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take. Every year, a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then. Another memory. Now to find a way out of here. More crystallized stone. That must be the way back to the map chamber.
Nie wiem, czy dźwięk zepsuł, czy o co chodzi.
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir, and this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor Rookwood. We saw you in the Pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You will need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of San Bakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then...
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the pensive.
Before the witch from the last pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ranrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Sirona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
My studies. Yes, sir.
Before you go...
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path?
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them.
How would you like to learn the knockback jinx Flipendo? Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
I believe you are ready to learn Arresto Momentum, the slowing charm. It allows you to freeze objects or people in mid-air. Simply complete a few tasks and then come and see me.
Hello again. I've got spectacular news. The broom upgrade's ready. Stop by the shop when you can.
I hope you will come and see me about a pressing and highly confidential matter at your earliest convenience. I believe that we may be able to help each other.
Please see me after class once you have completed the tasks I've set for you. I would like to teach you Descendo, useful for pulling objects to the ground.
Czy to już wszyscy, czy jeszcze ktoś nam wyśle pocztę? Nie przedłużając, jesienny klimat zobaczymy już w następnym odcinku. A tymczasem do zobaczenia.